area of a circle. Before we get into the area of a circle, you need to understand that this, the longest one, the one that goes through the center of the circle to both sides, is the diameter. The short one is the radius. Okay? So that means the diameter is equal to 2 radiuses. You need to know that. All right, so let's start with the area is equal to 9 pi. What is the circumference equal to? So we also need to know that the area is equal to pi r squared, in which in con you're always going to get the r squared part first. Okay? This right here is, in this example, the 9. So some number squared is 9, and then the pi. Also, circumference is equal to pi d. With circumference, you need to know that, again, in con, they have the diameter first, then pi. So, in this problem, we have 9 pi as the area of the circle, right here. So that tells me that some number squared, some number times itself is equal to 9, and then it's times pi. Well, what number times itself is 9? That's 3 times 3 is 9. So some of you might think of it as, what is the square root of 9? And that is equal to 3. So we know that the radius from this, the radius equals 3. Now the question is, what is the circumference? The circumference, remember, is equal to pi d. So that means we have to figure out what the diameter is equal to. Well, if the radius is 3, then the diameter is 6, because in the beginning, the diameter is equal to 2 radiuses. Okay, so 2 radiuses is 6. So the diameter is equal to 6. So our circumference is equal to 6 pi. Now in con, we don't have a pi button. We're not going to multiply by 3.14 or other variations of pi. So what we need to do is write our answer as 6 pi. 6 pi. All right, let's do another example. Let's say the diameter is equal to 14. We need to find out what the area is. Well, if the diameter is equal to 14, that means that the radius is equal to 7, because you need 2 radiuses to get the diameter. Okay? The area is equal to pi r squared. So 7 squared times pi, 49 pi. So for con, it will be 49 pi. Next one is area is equal to 16 pi. Now, some of you are thinking of this, oh, and I need to figure out what the radius is. Some of you are already thinking, well, all I have to do is do the square root of 16 to figure out what my radius is. My radius is going to equal the square root of 16, and that is 4. That's equal to my radius. In this problem, that's what it's looking for. What is the radius? So the radius is 4. Next one, area is equal to 64 pi. and they want us to figure out what the circumference is. Again, the square root of 64 is 8, so I know that's r. My 8 is equal to r. I want the circumference. To find the circumference, that's equal to pi d. So if 8 is my radius, then my diameter is equal to 16, because my diameter is equal to 2 radiuses. So my answer here would be 16 pi, which would be 16 pi. The radius is equal to 2. Find the area. Well, that's going to be pi r squared. So pi 2 squared for pi. And remember to put pi for pi. Next one, r is equal to 6. If r is equal to 6 and they want me to find the area, remember we're going to go 6 squared times pi, so that's 36 pi. Here's another one. This one's a little tricky. The area is equal to pi, and they want us to know, find the circumference. Well, this one's tricky because they don't give me a number, but yes, they do. Remember the number in front. If there isn't a number written there, it's understood to be 1. So our area is equal to 1 pi. Okay, so again, the square root of 1 is 1. So that means our radius is equal to 1. I need to know diameter because I'm finding circumference. So if the radius is equal to 1, that implies the diameter is equal to 2, because the diameter is 2 radiuses. From that, our circumference is pi d. Circumference is pi d, so it'll be 2 pi. Next, and I believe the last one, is when the diameter is equal to 2, we need to figure out what the area is. So if the diameter is 2, I need the radius. So the radius is equal to 1. We have to have 2 radiuses to get 1 diameter. 1 squared pi, because it's pi r squared. That is equal to just 1 pi. When you put this in for con, I guess I don't remember if I put 1 pi or if I just put pi for the answer. And I believe just pi, well, it should work. 1 pi would too, but they might not accept that, so just put pi. You should be ready to do the assignment. Thank you.